Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to take a moment and I'm going to pull some cards and do some tarot reading for this year. Um, Basically like very based on career for one of my biases, NCT 127 Yuta. There had been like news yesterday about him having an acting role in a new live action movie. So I don't know if it's movie or series. I believe it could be a series. I'm not sure about the details. But yes, to celebrate this, I decided to do a reading. So I hope that you enjoyed it if you are a fan of Utah as well. So let's start with the cards that he got. He got the Wheel of Fortune, King of Cups, the Emperor, Seven of Pentacles, and Ten of Swords. And from the Oracle of the Radiant Sun, he got the cards of Sun in Scorpio, Endurance. Um, so yes, I'm going to try to, to not mention the NCT Tokyo, you know, subunit, and if he's going to be part of it or not, because somehow I did cover that. I did pull some cards in one of my lives about this, so if you want to check it out. But yes, in this I'm going to try to see like other options and other things for him. Um, because I don't know, I have a strong feeling that this guy has a lot of individual activities, and also he's pretty busy with 1 to 7 at the same time. So I don't know about NCT Tokyo, but um, we start here with the Wheel of Fortune. So definitely Utah's destiny or Utah's path is slowly like ordering itself. Um, I remember the last time I pulled cards, he got the Tower, so it's very understandable. I believe that if you read for any SM artist at the moment, there's going to be a lot of tumultuation, a lot of chaos around, or a lot of like uncomfortable feeling for everything that they are going through. Um, about the company, that it's somehow affecting them as well. Uh, but in the case of Utah, in the other readings I got the card of control, that it was, I believe, the card of Jupiter in Capricorn. So, and here in the reading in the middle, I have the Emperor at the same time. That it's a card that also talks about control, about you being in control of things, about you deciding what is good for you, about being a bit selfish and being like, okay, like no one is moving me from here. I'm just like I'm definitely on top of my world. Like this year is going to be a year full of Utah's decisions. Like in everything that he does, you're going to see his involvement. You're going to see him deciding, which I believe that probably we didn't see that much previous years. Even though he had a lot of advances and participation, there had been years where he felt a bit frustrated, and here he's not. Um, his mindset is also changing, because by him taking making decision that somehow makes him feel assertive, he is somehow connecting with his inner power. So whatever goes on around him, he doesn't care. He just is focused on himself. This is the energy that he brings. He is focused on himself 100%. And he doesn't, or he's not going to lose that focus. Also with the King of Cups, I believe that he is a guy that definitely he does feel a lot. I'm not going to lie, there are moments of a lot of emotional, um, um, a lot of emotional, like some kind of movement, like there's something in him that is moving, but he is deciding to look at this as a way of just going with the flow. And probably, like adopting and mastering his water sign. You know that I don't know why I get the this feeling of you are a water sign, so use your water element, like be very adaptable, be very fluent, be very, like, unleash the waters. There's no need to keep everything bottled in. Like, understand that there are moments where you could be feeling extra emotional, and that's okay. um, and that's also his strength. Probably this is why we are getting another acting role. Because probably acting for him, it's somehow like, it's not only unleashing his potential of what he could do with this craft, with this new art, but also understanding that he has a lot of emotional deepness inside of him, and that by playing other roles and playing other people or character, somehow he connects with his empathy, with his ability to get out a bit of himself or of the role that he has to play as an idol, and go into different waters. Go and touch different perceptions, different points of view, different experiences. I believe that acting can be actually very healing for Yuta. So there's something about this, about him actually using this emotionality of him and being able to have a career around this. Um, of course, that he has his main career that is with the group, but this that he's doing is somehow like helping him connect with understanding better himself and understanding the others as well. And I believe that in this moment this is very important because it allows him not to go crazy, or maybe not to overthink about why people do what they do, you know and just, like, just embrace it, just go with the flow. And I think that he wants to remain in control. It's the word that we're going to hear a lot when we think about Utah. Whatever he does, he's going to be in control. So if you are a fan, don't worry about his career or his life choices. Be sure that he is very much in control of everything that is going on for him. So he's someone that this year he's going to act like an emperor. He's really is going to recognize his value. He's going to fight for what he wants, and he's going to speak up about what he wants. He's going to have this even it's a very authoritative kind of image. I don't know if maybe he will also be put in situations where he will have to lead, or he will have to be, I wouldn't say mentor, because I don't see Yuta as a mentor. I think that he has a lot of wisdom to share, but at this moment, having the emperor here, I think that he's more concentrated on using what he knows for himself. This is something that he's very clear about. This there's no doubts. He's using what he knows, and he's using his influence to improve his own life. Um, and and yes, then he had the Seven of Pentacles and the Ten of Swords. So yeah, I believe that he will also, during some parts of the year, even though he has this strong desire of being in control, of creating a lot, probably he feels very creative. I remember in the other uh, tarot reading that I did in the live, for him he also got the Empress, so probably he's feeling very prosperous, very abundant of ideas. He's also feeling like, like anything can be a reality. He's feeling like a sort of manifestor. He's like, oh, I put my thought into this and it worked. I got what I wanted. I put my intention into this and it came true. So somehow he's feeling very spiritual all of a sudden, very magical. And of course, let's not forget that he's a Scorpio. And he got the card in, I did shuffle the cards very well. And I haven't been using this oracle of the Radiant Sun for a long time. So this is the first time that I got the card of Sun in Scorpio endurance. So I was surprised to be pulling this card for an actual Scorpio. Getting this card that is about the Scorpio energy for a Scorpio. So definitely I feel like I love this deck, first of all, because it's amazing. But I'm just like amazed at how everything is connected. And I think that this year, Yuta being a Scorpio and Yuta like also going to himself and using this deepness that he has, this intensity, emotional intensity that he has, is going to be his main attribute. He's not going to run away from this. Also, he has the King of Cups, so there's a lot of water energy here. But all this water, it's somehow mastered. It's not a naive water. It's not a sentimental, naive person. It's not someone that feels all this and just doesn't know what to do with this. I believe Yuta does know what to do with himself. This year he's going to be very confident, very, he really feels like he had achieved something. And also the card here of the oracle, the card of endurance. I believe that this is what this card is telling him. This is the advice for him. This is what he has available. Is that, and probably this is the reason why he wants to remain in control in this emperor inner energy. That is about endurance. That is about, it doesn't matter how the wheel of fortune turns, how the world keeps turning, how the events, the circumstances keep changing around you. You keep enduring. Like keep going, keep enduring, keep being in control. There are some things that are bigger than you, so you just have to focus on what you can control and just keep going and build that endurance. Connect with this resilience, this sort of resilient part of himself that I believe that, Yuta is the most Scorpio person ever because he has a lot of Scorpio. But in this year, it's like use your scorpionic traits. Use it. Use it for your advantage because they are going to be very favorable for you this year. Probably in another times, maybe Yuta felt like him being this intense or him being this emotional or him being this very magnetic person. He always felt like, or he was told that maybe he had to change and tone down a bit, his intensity. And they were like, oh no, for this, you shouldn't be like this. Or for what we're going through, you shouldn't act like this. Somehow being told that being emotional is not okay. Or being intense is not okay. Or being, of being a warrior. Because Scorpio is a sort of warrior, but it's not like the Aries warrior. Is more like a warrior that is, like I always say, is a sort of ninja. He's someone that works in the dark and he waits very patiently to make his move. So very strategic. So I believe that for Yuta to survive all this change and everything that is going on, he has to become a sort of ninja. He has to become you know, very strategic, very, very much. And about, he also would have to learn to be patient because there could be moments where he maybe is expecting to have more gaining, um, more results. Um, so So I think that he definitely will have to navigate a bit with being patient because sometimes, he will not get the results that he wants. Um, so so yeah, I think that definitely he will have to be patient. This is also something that, being having endurance and being the emperor. It's something about, being control. Be patient because I think that there's a side of you that he's very proud and he's going to feel very proud of himself all of this year. He's going to be the protagonist of his life. He's going to have dominion over himself, but at the same time, the recognition and also I must say, you know, the financial aspect of this. Because let's be honest, these idols, they do not work for free. They do not work because they just love the art. They also um, they work for money, and somehow I feel like the card here of the Seven of Pentacles, it's a card that a lot of SM artists get this card, and it must be really annoying because you're like, a Seven of Pentacles is like I have to still go through the process of waiting to get paid, or actually what I'm getting paid is not what I thought. So he will have to be very also careful and strategic with his expendings because probably when it comes to money, um, the retribution or the payment is going to be a bit slow, but somehow he will also make up with this part. I think that with the Ten of Swords here, this stage of like feeling like everything is lacking and that he doesn't get the reward that he wants. I think that this part of him feeling in despair when it comes to earnings or money or retribution is coming to an end this year. Is coming to an end finally. He is also healing his relationship with money. Probably there could be some things changing for SM artists for real when it comes to payment. So somehow he will have to wait, and not jump into conclusions about when or how he's going to get paid. But he shouldn't also feel disappointed. He just has to be patient because the fruits of his labor, the fruits of his work, are going to be seen. They are going to have an impact on his like account. I would say bank account, but on his numbers. So, but he should be patient. It's not ready yet. He will have to wait because there's a lot of papers, there's a lot of things. Um, but yes, the word it's endurance. Actually, this is with this card here with the Sun in Scorpio card. He has to be patient and he has to be, you know, he must survive. Also, let's not forget about a Scorpio of survival instincts. he must survive all this craziness, but very silently, very obviously very on the defensive, because let's not forget that this is a very competitive environment. So this is why he got the emperor. This is, it's like defend yourself, but do it from a very strategic and a very smart way. Like, do not fight or confront people, you know face to face. Just wait, just be strategic, and don't move from your place, even if you are being provoked to say something or do something about someone that is somehow like offending you or something like that. Just wait, don't react, wait for the right moment. So yes, guys, this is all I have for him. I hope it made sense. I'm sorry, I know I made a lot of pauses during this reading, and actually it has to do with that. There's a lot of information here that, I don't know, it just allows you to reflect somehow on the reading, on the energies available. And this is a very profound reading. So yes, I wanted to take a moment, a pauses between my descriptions. So yes, I wish my bias all the best, and for him to have a very successful year. So thank you guys for watching me. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.